Hello and welcome to another guitar channel. Hello and welcome to another guitar channel. Today we're gonna experiment with unusual connections. I think it's a great title for the album, The Unusual Connections. Why unusual connections? Well, I'm gonna use today this amplifier, which is a bass amplifier made by the Ampeg 100 watts transistor version of Ampeg Classic, and I'm going to use it with a guitar. At the beginning I need to say, when you are playing bass, of course you play in the full range of frequencies in your band, from 20 hertz up to 20 kilohertz, 1000 hertz, and when you play in the guitar you are cut at 5k. So the guitar sound is a little bit different. So for all those people who are connecting electric guitar to bass amplifier with bass speaker, this video is ended, because actually we're not gonna even touch this topic. Today I connected that one into Marshall 1960, so classic cabinet, classic guitar cabinet, and I'm gonna try to use just a different head with different frequencies coming out of it, you know, made for bass guitar with the guitar, and that's what it is. The first sample is recorded with where is it? Oh, here. The first samples recorded with this guitar. It's Phoenix ST40, beautiful Korean guitar made by the factory called Yangchang. And if you don't know the history of those guitars and you've heard some legends, I would like to introduce you. On Facebook there is a group I've made long time ago, Phoenix guitars, and actually lots of people are sharing the knowledge about those guitars because they are amazing, and there is lots of mythology around them. All the mythology is wiped out, and actually we got the full history of Phoenix. Listen to this Phoenix and think what you think. the machine the first thing which came to your head? Because I felt like Tom Morello for a while, and I was thinking when I'm playing old 800 JCM 800, but I was playing a bass head. When we're thinking about this JCM 800, we need to think about JTM 450, Plexi, all those classic Marshalls, and we need to have a look at those things here. Master, treble, middle, bass. This one is just for the aux, so it's not important. 4 knobs, no master volume, no gain. Master is the volume, the gain, and everything in one. And actually, when you turn knob up, you got like you've heard lots of crunch sound, and when you like go down, you got like lots of clean sound. Classic equalization, classic frequencies. Of course, like I said, this is bass amp, so you will have a little bit different condensers inside, and they will make a little bit different frequencies coming out of the amplifier, and that's why we connected it today, and that's why we wanna hear it. Why did I connect this amplifier into the guitar cabinet? The first reason is I don't have a bass cabinet. Shame. I should have one. And the second thing is that actually, if you play with a distortion, if you play distorted sound, you don't want more than 6K. Some of the guitar speakers are cut not at 5 kilohertz, they are cut at 6 kilohertz, and you don't really want these trebles coming out of your speaker, and you don't really want all those sulfates noises coming out of it. So that's why, because I'm the guitarist, I wanted to check how would it sound like a guitar, not like a wide range strange sound with 20 kilo with 20 kilo on it. And because as well I am, like you've heard already, I am quite into distortion sounds more than the clean sounds, which I will come to in a minute. I've used as well this guitar, which is Samick Torino, very nice instrument, and I used it with Seymour Duncan Blackout, which is very high output active pickup, and I wanted to see if this amplifier will go even more than a crunch when you pump it with some high gain pickup. Listen to it, think about it, tell me what's your impression. It's not very saturated and very high gain sound, but I would say for the rhythm guitar, for recording, it could do the job, and actually it could make you having a smile on your face, not on your equalization, so if you know what I mean. And actually it could make you want to record it like that. There was a punch, there was response, there was some kind of nice presence as well, and there was everything which you really need. So this amplifier acts like a valve amp in some way, and actually you crank it up with your hand. So that's really good, and actually I'm quite surprised with that. Well, like I said, when you're thinking about bass amplifier, you got the whole frequencies, and of course, theoretically, if you connect the clean guitar to bass amp, you may as well want to use it like that, because you will go close to some kind of acoustic guitar sounds, and you will go into this mode where actually your cleans will be full of bass, full of nice trebles, and actually, you know, full of good things. But just because I don't use it with clean mostly, of course you've heard a little bit of clean, but it mostly recorded with some kind of crunchy distortion, overdriven modes. That's why I use this cabinet, which is a guitar cabinet. Famous players using bass amplifiers for the guitar, coming just out of my head: Eric Clapton, and of course the band called Kyuss. I don't know what kind of speakers they were using. Clapton was using. I know Kyuss was definitely using a bass amplifier. So Josh Homme, known from Queens of the Stone Age now, was using quite strange setup on Blues for the Red Sun, and actually he doesn't sound with this all this, you know, trebles coming out, but he was tuning very low. He was tuning his guitar down to B, from what I remember, which was quite low for this time, and probably that was like making this amplifier not sounding so high, and probably he was just turning the highs down. If it's a bass amplifier, if there was a Kyuss, let's try to maybe not go for stoner rock, but if I use this guitar, which is Druszkowski, British-Polish luthier making guitars. This is his first instrument he made ever. He gave it to me, and this is 7-string instrument, so it's tuned down to A. So let's see how this amplifier works with something like that. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, quite interesting. Lots of bass, lots of response, and coming a little bit to fuse square noises as well, I would say. So not bad, not bad. When I mention the clean sound you can use from bass amplifier, of course, if you got a quite good clean sound, which, to be honest with you, I was expecting when I connected this head, and I was thinking that actually it's gonna act like this master volume is not gonna make me go crunchy and go nuts over the limit, but I was thinking it's just gonna be clean sound, like the bass sound is clean, and actually just gonna make it louder, up to 11, one louder. But anyway, it didn't do it like that, so I was surprised with it. And actually, like I said, I was expecting it to be a clean sound, and I wanted to connect it with a distortion. Of course, you can make a clean sound out of it, and when I was like something like that with this master, I was having a clean sound. And actually, when I was having this clean sound, I've decided to connect something like that. It's old Distortion by Ibanez. It's quite unusual for these times now. That's why I like it, because it got 90s crispiness, I would say. And actually, when you play on it, it's not so usual for what you hear now from the Distortion. I've connected it. I've used another Samick lineup, Ultramatic, very nice guitar with Bill Lawrence, so quite huge high output pickup, and I was checking out how it plays with this setup. Listen to it. Black Sabbath. But nice. I'm quite surprised with this amplifier, and I like what I hear. So actually, you know, if you like to experiment, which I would recommend you to like, and actually if you like to look for new sounds, connecting bass amplifier maybe your way, maybe you think maybe your way of finding a new sound. As you could hear, like I said, bass amplifier will come out with different frequencies. Not only the speaker is important, but it will come out with different frequencies as well. You could, even though there is like not so much of those trebles, you could listen to, you could hear like when I was playing on those, you know, on the thinner strings, on the down part of the neck, you could hear some kind of crispy, not so typical for the guitar amplifier trebles, which in some ways may be good for you. They wasn't bad, like, you know, line out from this distortion would be. They wasn't so bad, like you could hear it if you connect this without any simulation, just with the line out here. So they were still the guitar sound, but quite interesting and a little bit different than the normal thing. Listen, guys, experiment with your sound. Check different things on the guitars. Put different strings, put different pickups in, change your knob settings. If you got the opportunity to check the other amplifier, change your speakers, and just look for it, because it's not only how you play, but it's well what you're using. If you know how to play, or even if you don't know how to play like me, it is important what you're using to get your sound as well. And of course the gear will give you some kind of opportunities to express yourself more or less. The last guitar will be very special. The last guitar I want to show you is something like that. It's not Gibson Modern. It's old Polish guitar, and it's gonna be the first time I'm showing it to the world in this way. You know, when it's finished. It's old Polish guitar made by the company. It wasn't a company. It was a communistic factory called Defil, and it's customized by the guy called Dogiel. Londonish luthier who lives in South Africa now. It's so much customized that actually there's only this down part of the body and down part of the neck original, and all the rest is, like, you know, changed. We have different tops, different bridge, different humbucker, different fretboard, different saddle, different, everything is different. But what is important in this guitar for this test today we're performing is this knob here. I don't know if you ever heard about a thing called Taurus servo. I'll show you how it looks like now on the picture. Boom. And Taurus servo is some kind of enhancer, and it's built in this guitar here. What is it making? It's making the guitar sound with more bass. The guitar is more round. There is more good sounds coming out of the guitar, and it makes the guitar playing much better. But because it gives you this special bass sounds somewhere there, I think the last part of this test, which is going to be checking it out on the bass amp, is quite good and quite important. So I'm going to hang it on the wall. What I want you to do, I want you to listen to the end of it. Sorry the episode was so long, but I wanted to show you many different aspects of this experiment. And actually, if you like the channel is quite new at the moment on the YouTube market. You can support me by liking, by commenting, but giving thumbs up or thumbs down, or if you don't give a shite, you can just give thumb left or thumb right. Anyway, thanks a lot. Another guitar channel for you. Wait for new episode. It's gonna be here soon.